Hello everyone. We'll be starting the graduation ceremony in just a couple minutes. Please make sure that you remain seated so we can begin promptly. We ask that when the processional music begins, everyone stands to acknowledge our graduates. During the ceremony and the announcement of graduates, please limit any noisemakers that may make it difficult to hear the announcement of other graduate names. We ask our guests for full cooperation following the COVID-19 rules and regulations regarding social distancing and proper wearing of a mask covering both the nose and mouth at all times during and after the ceremony. Please do this for your students so as to not spoil their day. And at the conclusion of the ceremony, guests must remain seated during the recessional. Graduates and families should exit the building immediately and meet at a designated location outside of the school. Thank you very much.
Please be seated. I would like to welcome Rebecca Millard, the class of 2021 secretary, to the podium, who will be giving the class welcome.
To my fellow graduates, teachers, staff, parents, and friends, good afternoon. My name is Rebecca Millard, and I would like to welcome you as we graduate the 100th class from Marengo Community High School. From the first MCHS graduating class in 1921, which at the time occupied the top floor of the grade school building located where McDonald's is, to the class of 2021 seated before me, I thank you for joining us here today. 14, 32, 28, 84, 17, 161, 1378, 1. Numbers. Regardless of what we think of them, they are all around. Most of the time, they are in the background and we don't give a second thought to their meaning or importance. From the time we wake up in the morning at, say, 6:30, numbers become an inescapable part of our day. Taking the bus to school? Get on bus N150. Driving? It is 9.4 miles from your house to school. Health check as you enter? Oh yeah, my ID number is 210110. First period class? That is in room 1208. Next class is in room 2104. Sports in the afternoon? Uniform number is 17. Some numbers have a resonance that echo nationwide, or even worldwide. July 4th, 1776? Easy, right? The birth of the United States. Ask people 100 years ago what the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month means, and the end of World War I springs to mind. Ask others today what the number 9/11 means, and a different type of memory comes to mind. Some numbers are a bit more personal and have meaning to a smaller group of people. 7/19 or July 19th may not mean much to you, but for me, it's a very important day, my birthday. 14, 32, 28, 84, 17, 161, 1378, 1. 14. That is how many months ago the world shut down due to the COVID pandemic, in what has become the defining event of our high school careers. And the pandemic spawned a set of numbers of its own. 6 feet social distancing, 14-day quarantine, 10% capacity, 2 days in person, 2 days remote. One small number, 14, but a whole host of changes associated with it. 32, the number of students here from Riley. 28, the number of students here from Zion. 84, the number of students from Marengo Middle School. And 17, the number of students who transferred to MCHS from other schools. The four numbers mentioned above add up to 161. This is the number of students that sit before me today. Not too big a number, not too small a number. It is just right. From the 175 freshmen that walked through the doors for the first time in the fall of 2017, 161 stand ready to move on to the next phase of our lives. Never again will we be a student at MCHS. Yes, we will be former students, an alumnus, and for some, a parent of future MCHS students. But this will be our last day as a student at MCHS. Hard to believe that a certain number ago it all began. That number is 1378. The number of days that we walked in the halls as students at MCHS. Little did we know that these 1378 days would pass in what seems like the blink of an eye. And there are numbers within numbers. Within that 1378 number, there's the number 5. The number of times that we've won the Spirit Stick. Yes, 5. That's got to be some kind of record. 123. On day 123, we took finals for the first time. At the time, we felt like there could be no greater pressure. Little did we know, if only all our problems would remain so small. 417. This was the football game in Johnsburg of our sophomore year, where it started storming and everyone had to sit in the gym and wait it out. Then back to the field. Oops, more lightning and back to the gym. 782. This was the day of our junior year homecoming, and without knowing, the last homecoming that we would ever attend as high school students. 948. To me and many others sitting before me today, day 948 of our high school career, also known as March 12th, 2020, was the day that the severity of COVID really hit, opening night. That was the day that the cast and crew of Anything Goes were told that the performance would be canceled. Like dominoes, sporting events were canceled, other school activities were canceled, and eventually, school itself was canceled, and then went fully remote for the remainder of the year. 1,141, the day we took the SAT. Probably not something that any of us really want to remember, but an important day nonetheless. 1,378, or May 23rd, 2021, today, graduation day, the day we all begin a new chapter of our lives. There are but a few of the numbers that make up our high school careers. Some of you out there may have different numbers that you remember more clearly, and each day of the 1,378 days of our time here brought a different memory. I've talked a lot about numbers, but I saved the most important number for last, 1. Many numbers make up each of us. All of us are different, unique interests, different skills, different strengths and abilities, different memories and perspectives of our time here. Some of us will go into the military, some to colleges and universities, and some directly into the workforce. All will walk different paths in life going forward, but the number 1 is a number that we all have in common. We are one class, we are one group, we are the one graduating class of 2021 at Marengo Community High School. Thank you.
Please rise for the playing of our national anthem by the MCHS band, directed by Mr. Todd Stelmach. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to invite the class president to the podium, Thomas Lulinski.
Good afternoon, and welcome fellow graduates, families, teachers, and staff who have helped make this special event a reality for us today. I'm going to start off by just stating the obvious. These past 2 school years have been crazy. With the combination of completely remote learning, A and B schedules, asynchronous days, and the already full workload of a high school student, things could get a bit stressful at times this year. I'm here today to congratulate you all on navigating through these unprecedented times and accomplishing a feat that has been more of a challenge this year than any other in history. Throughout these 4 years, we have grown both academically and socially, learning crucial life skills in the classroom while developing our own identities. No matter where you all choose to go, whether that be higher education, the military, technical school, the workforce, or your own path. I'm sure you all will succeed and achieve your goals. But we cannot forget all the people who helped us to get where we are today. Teachers who not only provided us with an education, but also someone to talk to when things got hard. Coaches who put in countless hours after school forming us into teams with unbreakable bonds. Counselors who helped guide us with choosing the right classes for success. The list goes on, and all I can say is thank you for helping us get through this confusing year. High school has been a roller coaster of ups and downs, but in the end, it's been a fun ride, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Winning the Spirit Stick multiple times and seeing the football team able to have a season was a great experience, and I think it helped put a capstone on this year full of cancellations and uncertainty. After all the long hours of studying for classes and AP exams, we have reached the end, and a new journey will now begin. Class of 2021, I'm proud to say that you've made it through high school, and I wish you all good luck for the future. Thank you and enjoy.
On behalf of the Marengo Community High School administration and staff, I'd like to welcome each of you to the graduating class of 2021. We come together this afternoon on this momentous occasion in your young lives. Graduates, I commend you for your perseverance, dedication, and willingness to stop at nothing to get here today. These are unprecedented times in which fear, anxiety, and a lot of disappointment has taken over. But I am honored and thrilled to witness your success and the glimmer of you becoming young men and women. Revel in the adaptability that you've shown, your resiliency and ability to allow life to happen, and the perseverance you've shown during what's probably a very dark time in your life the last year. These ups and downs, dips, and unexpected twists and turns are what bring forth the life lessons that shape you today. You should be incredibly proud of yourself for getting to this moment and finishing your high school education requirements during what is arguably the most difficult time in education. Graduates, I want you to take a look around the gymnasium today. Take time to thank those that are here supporting you, your parents and family, your teachers, your counselors, your coaches, your sponsors and friends. Remember, we're here to celebrate you, but each of you would not be here with them as part of your journey, and I think I speak for all of them when I say we are so incredibly proud of your accomplishment. It's been a true honor being your principal the last 4 years, and I want to say good luck in your future endeavors. I want to introduce our guidance director who will be doing the class recognition.
Good afternoon. I am Ms. Schultz, Director of Guidance. It's my pleasure to present to you the Marengo Community High School Academic Valedictorian and Co-Salutatorians. These students make up a portion of the top 10% of the graduating class. The MCHS School Board approved the change from top 10% or top 10 to top 10% recognition beginning with the class of 2018. All members of the top 10% are wearing a gold tassel on their mortarboard. Additionally, the valedictorian and co-salutatorians are wearing a medallion. Please hold your applause until all names are announced. Students, as I state your name, please stand and remain standing. Valedictorian, Alexa Stallings. Co-salutatorians, Daniel Antonson, Thomas Lulinski, Aaron Moreland, Aaron Phillips. Please join me in congratulating the top academic students of the class of 2021. You may be seated. I will now announce the remaining members of the top 10%. Students, as I state your name, please stand and remain standing. These are in alphabetical order. Congratulations to Elizabeth Bowen, Logan Chanthelancy, Kylie Christopher, William Fisher, Carrie Haas, Jennifer Heinberg, Lily Johnson, Olivia Coulter, Tyler Myrtle, Rebecca Millard, Zachary Secor, Savannah Swanson, Zachary Trotz, Dela Villegas, Caroline Westmoreland. $64,449. Why do I mention these numbers today? 64 members of the class of 2021 earned 449 McHenry County College credits at no cost. These 449 credits have an approximate value of over $48,000. Our graduates can use the credits to earn a certificate or degree at MCC, or they may transfer the earned credits to another college. Dual credit courses offer students the opportunity to complete a college-level course at Marengo Community High School. The classes range from Introduction to Business, Floral Design, Automotive Occupations, and more. This allows our graduates to move forward in their career goals and education with a solid foundation. Congratulations to the young adults seated in front of me. Many seniors have shared their surprise that this 4-year segment of life passed so quickly and is now complete. You each have demonstrated that you are capable of finishing a goal no matter the circumstance. Due to COVID, you have faced challenges which required resilience, tenacity, strong relationships, and patience. Going forward, lean on your family and friends, have faith in yourself, and never quit dreaming. You are now prepared for what comes next. 47% of our graduates will attend a 4-year college. 48% plan to enroll at a 2-year college. About 2% will gain skills when entering the workforce, and another 2% are enlisting into the military to serve our nation. Those students who are joining the military, I would like to recognize you, so please stand. The graduates are wearing a red, white, and blue cord. Let's please give them the recognition. Those that are going in the military, please stand. Thank you for your service. The class of 2021 has been awarded just over $698,000 in scholarships, grants, and awards. The time your students spent studying, participating in community service, and growing through athletics was well spent. During the Senior Honors Night program, our community awarded over $54,000 in scholarships. This financial support by the community will fund the goals of our graduates. Thank you. Best wishes to each and every graduate. You have the ability to influence the world we live in. Remember that you are a Marengo Indian and that we are proud of you. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to please welcome Alexa Stallings, who is the class of 2021 Valedictorian. As she makes her way to the podium, I'd also like to honor her for something that was inadvertently left out of the Senior Honors Night program. She too had 4-year perfect attendance, so I'll be giving her her plaque for that. In addition, she'll be getting an engraved medallion to honor her as the valedictorian.
Good afternoon. Welcome family, friends, and loved ones to this monumentous day in the class of 2021's lives. I want to thank the teachers, faculty, and administration for the opportunities and possibilities that they have provided us with over the past 4 years. Your hard work is not nearly recognized enough, and on behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to thank you and let you know that we genuinely appreciate everything you have done for us. To my fellow seniors sitting here before me today, congratulations. All of your hard work has paid off, and you should be proud of where you are sitting today. 4 years ago, we walked through the doors of this high school for the first time. We were no longer elementary or middle school students here to participate in a sports camp, watch a theater production, or watch a volleyball game, but for the first time, we were high school freshmen ready to attend class and start a new chapter in our lives. This moment was filled with nerves and anticipation, and 4 years felt like we had a lifetime ahead of us. In the blink of an eye, however, we sit here today ready to graduate. Over the course of our time here at MCHS, we have made many cherished memories. While many of these memories may fade over time, we'll never forget the friends we surrounded ourselves with or the emotions that we felt. These last 4 years have been fundamental in shaping us into the young adults that we are today. Each of our experiences, whether positive or negative, have taught us lessons and allowed us to grow as individuals that will help us excel in our futures. As the class of 2021, we are experiencing a senior year that our wildest dreams could have never imagined. Regardless of whether we chose to complete our final year online or hybrid, we were all forced to adapt and make sacrifices. Our class has shown incredible strength, determination, and resilience throughout this process. This lack of normalcy has shown us the value of not taking life for granted. If we had known that March 16th, 2021 would be the last normal day of our high school careers, I think it is safe to say that we would have savored the moment a little longer instead of being excited about what we thought would be a 2-week spring break. While we cannot change the past, we can always alter our outlook on the future. As we move forward, always remember to live in the moment and treasure every second of your lives. It is impossible to predict the future, so we must take in life as we go through it and make the most of every moment to create meaningful memories that we will hold with us forever. Our next stages of life are taking us in all different directions. These include college, trade school, the military, and the workforce. In front of us lies limitless opportunities and possibilities waiting for us to take advantage of. As we conquer life, however, we must remember to treasure the moment, take pictures, and write everything down. Do whatever you can to capture your life and remember it forever. MCHS class of 2021, long story short, we survived. I am honored to have spent the past 4 years among you, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Thank you, and congratulations.
Next, we will be playing our choir selection, Over the Rainbow, directed by Mr. Todd Stelmach and accompanied by Mr. Paul Dorfeld.
Skies are blue.
Please welcome our co-salutatorian to the podium, Aaron Moreland. He joins his fellow classmates, Daniel Antonson, Thomas Lulinski, and Aaron Phillips as the co-salutatorians of the class of 2021. All four gentlemen should come up to the podium to get their medallions, and then Aaron will be giving his speech.
Good afternoon, Marengo High School teachers, administration, parents, friends, and 2021 graduates. Congratulations, today is your day. I want to begin with the obvious, that is, we did not make it to this ceremony alone. There are countless people that deserve thanks, but to name a few, thank you to the teachers and coaches who have inspired us to reach for greatness, who have opened eyes and expanded horizons. Thank you to all the families and friends who have supported us along the way. You are bedrocks. You are who we turn to when the going gets tough and who we celebrate with when the banners fly. Thank you to every single one of you, the 2021 graduates, for leaving your mark. Each and every one of you has taught the rest of us lessons that will be remembered far longer than to the next test. Life is a process, not a product. You likely won't remember a ton of this graduation day, but you will remember the moments along the way. You won't remember what I or anyone else up here says. You will remember the time you spent with friends, the work that went into making it to the championships, the adventures that high school brought. You might remember when you realized the Pride State competition wasn't actually rigged and our class won it 3 out of the 4 years. You'll remember when you tried new things and when you left your comfort zone, whether that be the dozen new seniors who came out for cross country or the numerous people who took charge of leading the civics classes. You'll remember when you did things not for a reward or objective, but just for the heck of doing it. The truth is, you may or may not remember many teachers' lessons, but you certainly won't forget their personalities and their true lessons. Whether that be Mr. Peters' advice for life, life isn't fair, Miss Baines' sunshine, Mr. Johnson and another theory of his, Mr. Mansfield's passion and crazy memory, or Miss Dobberton's ability to make anyone chuckle and smile. Mr. Anderson's heartfelt fables. When push comes to shove, all that is left of a man or woman is their integrity. If you don't have that, you have nothing. Mr. Price's direction to look deeper than what is on the surface, Miss Hoffmeister's drive, or of course, Feconomics for life. We remember people, places, rarely the awards that come along with it. So why is it then that so many people live a life always focused on the next big obstacle? You have probably found that you are really good at a few things and frankly awful at a lot of other things. Don't be fooled, that is a blessing. Life is way too short to do everything. Schooling has taught us primarily one thing over the last 12 years, thinking, and for good reason, but remember that some things are just too important to think long about. Don't let life pass you by while thinking of the could and should. Do things without a plan. There is no yellow brick road to success, not even a worn path that I know of. If someone does discover it, be sure to let us all in on the secret. It's good to have goals. Just never forget to experience your freedom. Life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. It's good to have goals. It's better to be adaptable. Goals will be there, but not all will last, and that's okay. There is only one constant in life: change. Most of life's most beautiful moments are things we stumble into. Life can and will throw you what seem like unbearable obstacles. Whether that be a failing grade, a season-ending injury, a breakup, losing somebody you care about, or any other of the possibilities. The fact is that you will be down and out of luck and see walls in every direction. But if there is one thing Mr. Robinson's RET taught us, it is that we cannot control this or change the situations thrown at us. We can only control how we respond. That is our power, not to unilaterally change our situation, but to change ourselves bit by bit. Perhaps our biggest blessing is that no one is promised tomorrow, so we better make the best of today. Graduation is the final day of 12 years of schooling, or your first day into the brave new world. It's up to you. When one door closes, another window opens. Life does not suddenly become easier now, and it does not become harder. It simply changes. We can either choose to adapt, or we can choose to reminisce on the past. We are prepared, perhaps more than any other class, for adversity, for challenges, for the unexpected. Every one of us has lost something over the past year, but hopefully we have also gained something. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. Stop putting off what you want for yourself. Time is of the essence. Don't waste another moment of the most valuable thing you have, time. It's basic economics. So much demand, so little supply. You are your only limit, and you are your only hope. Said best, it's a simple choice, really. Get busy living or get busy dying.
As Aaron makes his way back, I'd like to please introduce the Superintendent of Marengo Community High School, District 154, Mr. David Engelbrecht.
Every year as superintendent, I look out over our graduating seniors, and I'm very proud of what they've achieved with the support of their family and friends. I thank you for all of that support. March 17th of 2020 will forever be in the history as the closure of Illinois schools. It marked a day that affected not only our graduates today, but over 2 million students in the state. And as you are aware, many restrictions and limitations for our schools continue to this day. Graduates of 2021, you have been part of one of the most significant changes in education during your lifetime. This change is historic, and I am proud to see all of you here today having successfully completed high school. Your resilience and ability to adapt in challenging situations has helped you to persevere and be successful in high school. As you move forward in your lives, take these experiences and let them make you stronger, maintaining that resilience as you overcome any challenges you may face. Each of you have a bright future, limited only by your imagination and drive to be successful. We look forward with hope and anticipation to see the positive things that each of you will accomplish in the years to come. Congratulations, graduates of 2020. The Board of Education and I wish you well in your future endeavors and look forward to hearing of your successes. There have been many individuals at Marengo High School assisting the class of 2021 throughout the last 4 years. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the teachers, counselors, and support staff that have helped the graduates of this class. I would also like to give special thanks to Don Swanson and our maintenance staff for setting up everything for graduation, as well as Dan Kane and Tim Schroeper for the live streaming of this event online for those who are unable to be here in person, but are just as proud of each of our graduates as those attending today. Thanks to the teachers and staff helping today. A very special thanks to Nora Stauber, who does so many things to make graduation what it is. And lastly, I'd like to thank the school administration, Richard Webb, the assistant principal, Julie Ament, our special education director, Nate Wright, our athletic director, and Dr. Angela Fink, our principal. Thanks again for all you do for the students at Marengo High School. I would like to offer the graduates just a few additional things to take with you as you move forward. Please care about others and treat your fellow men and women better than you hope to be treated yourselves, for kindness and caring is essential to our futures. Listen to others and openly share your thoughts and ideas, for collaboration is a powerful tool, and you never know when you may gain more than you give. Don't be afraid to fail, because all roads to success come first through making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and applying what you have learned. Finally, you may have heard the statement to work smart, not hard. Instead, I would urge you to not only work smart, but also work hard, because it is this combination of smart work and hard work that will provide you with endless opportunities for success. Congratulations, graduates. I'm confident that you, the class of 2021, have only begun to make history, and I can't wait to see what you will accomplish next.
Members of the Board of Education, faculty, parents, and guests, it is with great pride that I declare that these members of the class of 2021 of Marengo Community High School have fulfilled the requirements set forth by the state of Illinois and Marengo Community High School District 154. We will be now presenting students with their diplomas. The diplomas will be presented by the Board of Education President, Dr. Linda Dumovich, with assistance from board members, Mr. Anthony Martin and Mr. Todd Volkening. The staff members reading the graduate names today were voted on by the class of 2021. Ms. Michelle Bartula, Mrs. Danielle Bain, Mrs. Margaret Dobberton, Mrs. Jennifer Hatcher, and Mrs. Kim Hoffmeister. I ask that you please hold your applause until the end of the presentation of the diplomas. Seniors, remember, if you're comfortable, you are able to take off your mask at the side of the stairs, walk across the stage, take your picture with VIP, put it back on, and return to your seats.
Rebecca Adif. Chloe Elizabeth Alejandre. Erin Elizabeth Ament. Brendan Patrick Anker. Braxton Christopher Angelo. Daniel David Antonson. Henley K. Bachochin. Katie Baradas. Rachel Jasmine Barron. Fatima Bakovic. Brooke Eva Behrens. Brooke Kelly Bertrand. Joshua Adam Bibbings. Anna Elizabeth Bills. Zachary Daniel Bittenbender. Hazel Yamil Borges Reina. Elizabeth Ann Bowen. Randall Lee Cartwright. Gretchen Louise Casper. Caitlin Mackenzie Casson. Mariana Seha Gama. Luke Nicholas Chaffin. Logan Nevin Chantalancy. Jason Chavez. David William Tuning. Daniel Lewis Chacoin. Kylie Madison Christopher. Angel Cornejo Jr. Angelina Jessica Catone. Riley James Kudo. Eddie Cruz Perez.
Cole Jonathan Davis. Ramon DeCassis Jr. Stephen Lewis Di Maria III. Dawson Daniel Ditzler. Isabella Dominguez. Ariel Ray Drolan. Saul Escorza. Mason David Felt. Erin Margaret Pereira. Kirsten Brianna Fisher. William Charles Fisher. Emma Florence Galleretto. Salvador Alejandro Garcia. Elizar Garza. Ethan William Gieske. Michael Patrick Gochis. Christian Thomas Gomez. Rachel Lauren Gomez. Natalie Elizabeth Gonzalez. Madeline Lee Halfacre. Carrie Elizabeth Haas. Corey Allen Haas. Grant Michael Heinberg. Jennifer Renee Heinberg. Raina Elizabeth Hellier. Kelly Hernandez Munoz. Harrison Nathaniel Hoffman. Nolan Keith Hopper.
Brandon Renee Huerta. Zoe Dominique Hughes. Michael Edward Jeanette. Lily Ann Johnson. Olivia Marie Coulter. Kelly Jean Karcheski. Brooke Elizabeth Kennebeck. Ethan Robert Kilmartin. James Michael King. Scott Michael Claessens. Kyle Hunter Klensky. Michael Clarence Kofink. Nathaniel Ray Horace. Wilson Richard Kraft. Alexis Marie Cundy. Mitchell Roland Harvey Cundy. Justin William Lechner. Andrew Tyler Leonard. Grant Benjamin Lesher. Carly Elizabeth Liebman. Diego Gabriel Lopez. Thomas Willem Lulinski. Blake Elliott Martin. Faith Darrow Martinovich. Alexandria Elizabeth Matea. Lucas James Maxwell. Jack Christopher McMenemy.
Rebecca Isabel Millard. Madison Jordan Minor. Tyler Joseph Myrtle. Aaron Michael Moreland. Stuart Allen Money. Eleni Morales. Tyler Dennis Nelson. Isabella Grace Newrock. Landon James Oin. Jonah J. Pace. Sebastian Alexander Polka. Kyle Jacob Peters. Aaron Christopher Phillips. Dylan James Demetrio Papoka Luth. Travis James Quirk. Connor Hutton Ray. Owen Emery Riesenbeck. Isabella Joyce Riley. Bryce Hunter Ritter. Jacob Brady Ritter. Elijah Rafael Rivera. Sitlali Rocha. Catherine Aline Rowley. Jocelyn Ruiz. Julian Ruben Ruiz.
Nicholas Jacob Sanchez. Kayla Cynthia Santiago. Timothy Michael Scholl. Connor Ronald Schroeder. Morgan Taylor Sebring. Zachary Charles Secor. Caitlin Boupe O'Keefe Shambo. Maggie May Simons. Lucas Scott Simpson Jr. Spencer Thomas Slavin. Samantha Lane Smith. Jacqueline Susan Snyder. Gina Nicole Spilatro. Rain Mackenzie Staler. Alexa Ann Stallings. Andrew Christian Stewart. Savannah Jean Swanson. Hecla Elizabeth Sweat. Benjamin Elroy Taylor. Zachary Ryan Trotz. Alec Michael Tui. Jenna Lynn Turner. Dela Alicia Villegas. Chase William Vogt. Alyssa Grace Volkers. Zachary Stewart Walsweir. Caroline Regina Westmoreland. Alexander Aaron Wigman. Zachary James Winter. Jake Connor Yeager. Kimberly Zarate.
Congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, I'd like to welcome the senior class officers to the podium, please.
Good afternoon. 3 years ago, as sophomores, we set out to win the Spirit Stick for the first time. We went all out with decorations, which included painting the lockers with white paint. It looked great at the time, but little did we know this paint would be very difficult to take off and would stain the lockers for years to come. And so, on top of paying for next year's prom venue, we found it very fitting that we donate the rest of the money in our account towards locker refurbishment. You're welcome.
At this time, Lily Johnson, the class treasurer, we're going to lead the class in changing of the tassel.
Good afternoon, class of 2021, family, friends, and staff. Through our time here at MCHS as students, we have grown and transitioned throughout the years, each time bettering and learning more about ourselves. Although we've encountered many obstacles in our last few years of high school, we were resilient and overcame everything the world threw at us. Today marks a new beginning. It is now time to make our own choices, become the people we are meant to be, create change, and make a difference in society. The changing of the tassel symbolizes the transition from candidate to graduate and signifies the completion of high school. With that, will the class of 2021 please rise? And move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, graduates. You may now throw your cap, but not too far.
To close the commencement ceremonies this afternoon, Diego Lopez, the class of 2021. Vice President, would you please come to the podium?
You may be seated. We all started this journey the same way, walking through those doors as freshmen, knowing nothing of what was to come. We never guessed that we would be put through a global pandemic and have to sit at our graduation ceremony with masks on our face. But yet here we are. I can say without a doubt that this past year has not been an easy one for all of us. But now, having seen us walk across this stage, I can confidently say we did it. We persevered through the toughest of times and made it through one of the strangest years in our lives, and now we are ready for whatever the future throws our way. On behalf of the class of 2021, I would once again like to thank everyone who has helped us get to this point, whether that be family, friends, teachers, or coaches. I know I could not have made it without the unwavering support of all of those around me, and I'm sure all my graduates feel the same way. It saddens me that we cannot all be in person, but whether you are here in the gym with us or watching online, thank you. It is because of all of you that we are able to sit here today and keep moving forward. Class of 2021, you are a special one. Now, this may be my personal bias speaking, but I genuinely believe that all of us sitting here are a part of something truly special. I have had no greater pleasure than to have been part of this class, and I know for a fact that we will all go on to make our dreams tomorrow's reality. Whether that be through secondary education, the military, or straight into the workforce, I know that we will stop at nothing to achieve excellence. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates. We did it.
Will the class of 2021 please rise?